Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphanine. We have some more good news here today. Now, this is what I like to hear. This article here is from newsbtc.com, and it is titled, SBI CEO predicts massive XRP price surge. Wasn't I just talking about something like this? And I was just putting out my humble thoughts. And I said, I do believe that there will be a surge after the case is over. Now, I do respect it. I heard everybody. I read the messages. I know. Even last video, I read the messages. I saw you say, a lot of people say they don't believe it's going to explode after the case. I can respectfully, I can accept other people's thoughts, and I respectfully have my own. Oh, man. Let's scroll down here and read this little tidbit, okay? It says the chairman and CEO of Japanese financial giant SBI Holdings Incorporated, Yoshitaka Kitao, has made an extremely bullish prediction about the XRP price and Ripple Labs as a company. As is well known, Kitao is one of Ripple's biggest supporters and, remarkably, a former board member of the fintech. In a Japanese speech, remember, this is the same head that said that there were so many companies on the side waiting to jump in after a favorable outcome. Keep that in mind. It says in a Japanese speech, okay, why does it say it like that? In front of an audience, all right, Kitao made several statements that are likely to make the XRP community sit up and take notice. According to Kitao, the ongoing legal battle between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission over the classification of XRP as an unregistered security could come to an end as early as the next few weeks. Oh, so maybe he's getting word from somewhere. Maybe he knows a little bit that we do not. I don't know. Maybe he's wrong. Who knows? I just know it's not long before it's over. And I'm very patient. And I do believe, given all of the different central banks, medium-sized banks, and oh, there's someone here somewhere. We have an article. They're going to talk about the small banks. Haven't I been talking about the small banks? The small banks are in trouble. They're the ones that are going to run to us. They're in big trouble. Commercial loans are going to crush them. Commercial lending, commercial loans, commercial real estate. Okay, keep your eyes on that. They're going to come running or crawling to us in order to survive. If not, they're going to have to do what Janet Yellen said, and they're going to have to be absorbed, eaten up by the bigger banks. And you know the big banks love that. It's what they do. Let's continue on here. It says, in addition, the SBI Holdings CEO stated that he expects XRP prices to rise sharply in the court if the court rules in favor of Ripple. That's music to my ears. Money, 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 money. Say it with me one time. Money, 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 money. All right, let me calm down. It says he sees this as an event that could increase not only the price of XRP, but also, oh, there's more, its overall acceptance in the digital finance world. Let's scroll down. Let's see if there's any more. He's given us a whole lot. Even more surprising to the XRP community. Hey, what can I say? I love good news. However, maybe Kitao's statement that he expects Ripple Labs to go public as soon as the ruling is handed down by the Honorable Judge Annalisa Torres of the United States Southern District Court of New York, Kitao said. All right, we're going to stop there. If you want to read the rest of that, this is a great article. Listen, go check this article out. It's on newsbtc.com. They're doing a great job over there. Keep it up over there. All right, now, I hope everybody's doing well out there. Let me give a few shout outs to everybody I can remember off the top of my head. Big shout out to Love Life 22, Bo Rabbit, Corey H, Keith, legendary Keith, Lazar Current, The Wizard, Pay Me an XRP, Pay Me an XLM. Who else can I remember off the top of my head? Matthew, Marky Mark, Head Trauma, if you're out there, you know, man, there's so many wonderful people we have on the channel, man. I have love for every single one of you. Everybody who leaves comments, man, I see your comments. I hope you see my responses. I hope so. You know, YouTube does some very strange things sometimes, making my comments disappear. Come on now, YouTube. Let them see what I have to say. But I want to just show love to everybody out there. Hope you had a great day. We're conquering the week. We got the week off to a running start. You know, we're going to make a lot of money this week. We're going to do well. We're going to have some peace of mind this week. We're going to make time for that. We're going to exercise hard. Wait a minute. You guys, you're talking about the week. You're talking about exercise and focus. Let's get back to the crypto. We have to be professional. Oh, yeah, we got more big news here. So this article here is on zcrypto.com, and it is titled, Ripple Seals Major Partnership, as usual, with Canada's biggest university to launch XRP Ledger Validator. So we just continue to make big moves. And don't worry, we're going to get back to the regular format video tomorrow, and we'll cover a lot of different subjects as usual. But today is going to be XRP Day. It says Ripple has entered a partnership with Canada's largest university by enrollment, the University of Toronto. The partnership is a part of Ripple's University Blockchain Research Initiative, UBRI, a program that supports a diverse portfolio of blockchain research, technical development, and innovation at universities around the world. The university plans to start work on an independent XRP Ledger Validator. UBRI has been driving significant blockchain crypto technology research in Canada, which is in addition to the number of benefiting tertiary institutions in the country. The program will allow university students to acquire and improve skills that will make them relevant in the fast-growing crypto industry. In the last 5 years, Ripple has invested over $2 million in UBRI for top universities and colleges in Canada. This is how you win in the future, folks. You ensure that the most brilliant minds, that the minds of the future, rather, all are learning about the positive benefits and are favorable to your technology, which is in turn very, very beneficial to them. Oh yes, they can make lots of money using the technology. And this is beneficial across the board for not only Ripple, but the whole of crypto. And definitely beneficial to XRP holders. All of those diamond hands that may still be there in the future. Don't get me wrong, I believe a lot of people are going to take a little bit of profit, shave some off the top, but they might keep a little bit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. For those big prices, possibly, this is not financial advice, but for those big prices in the future, possibly, we shall see. It says, this is just a part of a total $47 million the company has dispersed to universities worldwide. And the budget is increasing to $80 million. Oh, I like hearing about money. $80 million for 2023. So Ripple continues to conquer and do big things, as all the bank coin companies have been doing. Algorand doing big things. Stellar doing big things. Hedera doing big things. And don't worry, we're not forgetting anybody. Quant, XDC, but I don't have time for all that. Let's go. We got to move on. Come on now. Somebody out there is like, don't forget XDC. I'm not forgetting XDC. Oh man, if you've been here long enough, you know we love all the bank coins. We love XDC. I'm well diversified no matter who goes off, and I hope they all do. No matter who goes off, I win. All right, so now this article here, this next article is from U.Today, and it is titled, Ripple CTO reveals strategic shift and vision for XRP Ledger. So let's see what this is all about. See what they're talking about here. What is this shift? I believe I know what it is already. It says here, in a recent Twitter exchange, Ripple CTO and one of the original architects on the XRP Ledger, David Schwartz, provided valuable insights into the strategic shift and vision that underpins The company's focus on the XRPL. It says the conversation what? It says began. The conversation began. Where did I get between? The conversation began when Panos Mekros, an XRP community member and Web3 writer, expressed his perspective on XRP's purpose. Mekros emphasized that XRP was not created solely for banks or financial institutions, but rather to challenge the existing banking monopoly and empower individuals. Is that so? Because that's not what I heard, but okay. As long as they bring in that bank money, that's all I care about. I'm going to take that bank money. We're going to take that bank money. That's all I'm worried about. But let's keep going. It says, although Ripple later shifted focus to the banking system. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, we're going to take those trillions, baby. It says it's focused to the banking system and cross-border payments. Mekros clarified that this move aimed to level the playing field for smaller banks. There we have it, folks. Why do they need to level the playing field for smaller banks? Why? Because the smaller banks are in trouble. Now, not only are they in trouble for the reasons that I stated prior, they're in trouble because they were getting powerful. They were getting too much leverage. They were getting too big for the bigger banks' taste. And let me tell you something. It doesn't take much to make the bigger banks' radar and start putting the thoughts in their minds, having those gears shift in their minds that, hey, we might need to sabotage these little banks. We might need to spread some money around. Look, listen, there's things that I want to say about unrealized losses, about commercial real estate, about how everything turned out, about why certain banks are in position to gobble up, to eat up, to merge and buy out the smaller banks when they're in trouble. There's something to be said about that. How the whole system is set up. Look at the history of banks, certain big banks, and how it has been noted in history of alleged sabotage. Look it up. It's public. When they want... Anyway, smaller banks are going to need XRP, XLM, Algorand. But XRP right now is in the driver's seat when it comes to banks outright. You have Algorand is the most balanced bank coin in my humble opinion. But if you're talking banks, you got to put XRP in that driver's seat. Quant is right there as well. XDC, if they ever decide to tap in. I'm talking about just massive amount of banks just sitting there that's accessible. Now, whether they actuate on that or not, I don't know. But XDC is right there. If you look at some of the governing panels they're on, the number of banks that they can touch at any moment is unbelievable. We'll see if they actually do it or not. That's a completely different discussion. But anyway, it says, to level the playing field for smaller banks and dismantle the dominance of the SWIFT cartel, which if you notice in one of those recent XRP videos, they're taking shots at SWIFT again. And that's good news in my humble opinion. I never thought that we need to congeal with SWIFT, but I can respect it if you believe that we should congeal with SWIFT. So be it. I'll take that money either way. But I think we can dominate outright. I do. Especially given the multipolar world that's coming into effect. Nobody's going to want to use SWIFT. They're already not using SWIFT. So we can dominate outright. We can take a huge swath of the world if we make a big enough push. Now, that's a whole lot of ifs. We have to wait and see. But is it possible? I definitely believe that it is. So, all right. So I'm going to leave that there. If you want to read the rest of that, that is on u.today, right on their front page. Easy to find. All right. All right. So now we have this article. We're going to end off here for today. I believe I have two more articles left. Let's see which one is more potent. I have one titled, Ripple CTO agrees XRP is for everyone, especially people sick of banks. And we have another article here. I think this is the one we're going to close out with. It's from u.today as well, and it's titled, Ripple CBDC advisor excited at XRPL's real world utility. So let's scroll down here and see what they're talking about. So it says here, the XRP ledger utility continues to grow. In a recent tweet, Welfare brought attention to how Hong Kong intends to test its digital dollar in the $229 billion mortgage market using XRPL and Ripple CBDC technology. According to the pilot participants, the Central Bank of Hong Kong intends to test the use of its digital currency as part of a pilot project in the $229 billion mortgage market. The goal is, do they just reiterate the same thing? Why did they say that twice and just in different ways? It says the goal is to cut the month-long loan approval procedure in half. Let's scroll here and see what they're talking about at the top. It says Ripple CBDC advisor Anthony Welfare is excited about the use of XRPL for real-world assets and NFT verification. Here goes that tokenization of everything, folks, that we're talking about. It says NFTs function as a bridge connecting the physical and digital worlds. Welfare cited an artwork NFT with a scan verifying the phygital chip and the NFT QR code as an example of how XRPL could be used in the real world. Listen, what I'm looking for is tokenization of oil in mass moving across something like the XRPL. If they really want to be serious about tokenization of everything, tokenization of wheat, tokenization of gold, silver, platinum, palladium. I'm talking about in mass because I know there's digital offerings. I'm aware of that. That's why I talk a lot in the gold news sections about gold cards, which is something that people don't talk about a lot. And I think that that's going to be that could be something significant in the future if crypto is going to be on the sidelines for a little bit until we can get clarity, right? And the banks are feeling that, some of the rogue banks, that is, not all the banks are against us. A lot of banks are for us, but some of the rogue banks may feel that, oh, well, crypto's out of the way. We can play now. We can take over. We can offer the retail our services. It was like, no, retail doesn't have to keep their money with you. You saw that huge inflow into the banks as of the last 2 weeks. Well, a lot of that came from crypto. A lot of people pulled their money out of crypto. That's why you see the crypto market's down a little bit, right? And so they went back into the banks, right? But it doesn't have to be that way because people could go into precious metals. A lot of people don't know that you can spend the value from your precious metal with a card. There's a lot of gold cards. A lot of gold, different types as well. Some of them are tokenized gold. Some of them are just your values held in gold at a bank, not bank, my apologies, at a vault. And then once you spend that, then obviously you give up that precious, that physical metal, and the value is extracted. It's probably, transferred into fiat currency, and then you are able to spend that instantaneously from your gold card. So I think that could be something significant in the future. But yeah, so I know about that. But I want to see mass the tokenization of gold and that kind of value moving across something like the XRPL or Stellar. They're all trying to get in deep with the tokenization of everything. We're talking trillions of dollars, folks. It's not something that I turn a blind eye to. I'm keeping my eye on it. And they're moving at light speed. So, they're doing a good job, in my humble opinion. So I'm excited as well about the XRPL's real world utility. The more ways the XRPL can be used, the more congestion that's on the XRPL, the better. That's just personally how I feel. I don't know about you, but that's personally how I feel about that. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.